Good afternoon, everybody. Andy Walshe here. Wanted to speak to you a little bit today about the Amplio product, and I think the easiest way to summarise why I think it's such a profoundly important step in terms of what we do with elite athletes and programs of human factors, based on two things. One, the first thing is the sort of temporality of the product. Most elite programs, most feedback programs are based on data analytics that result in sort of, you play the game, you do the event, and then you sit down, you collect the data, you analyze it, and then you feed it back to the player or the individual, which is fundamentally the way we've been doing business for the last 50 years. What's profound about Amplio is that temporality is gone. It's done in two ways, actually. One, the real-time feedback nature of the product allows us to actually look real-time at the individual, what's happening, how it's shifting, what the data's telling, and make adjustments right then and there, which we all know the closer the feedback is to the incident, the more effective it is. The other part of temporality, which is really, I think, probably the most significant, is the fact that all the data analytics we look at are done retrospectively. We come in, we look at data to help us tell more about the story that just happened. Now, again, very helpful, and again, what we've been doing for many, many years. But what's really impactful about the Amplio platform is that it actually creates predictive outputs. It allows you to look at, if you modified X or did Y or changed Z, then what does that impact based on the modeling have on the performance? So for us, that's really a huge step, because we can start to play with parameters that really allow us to then sort of see, okay, shifting this or changing this, in effect, becoming a real-time coach, which is the output. So that is the first part of the temporality. There's two factors to it. The second big thing is the normative nature of data. The way data is done typically, again, in the elite back portfolios, is you look at your performance or an individual's performance based on a comparative analysis to all the other elite performance. Again, very helpful, very constructive in terms of seeing where you are relative to states, and we use that more in a testing, a selection and assessment process. What's really profound about what we can do with the Amplio product is that the causal framework of the AI and the way it's constructed, it's about you. It's the first step towards the ultimate in terms of human factors, which is precision performance. It allows us to look at the data set specifically based on your model as it relates to you and your performance. So adjustments to you, irrespective of everybody else in the frameworks, allows us really to then make individualized precision assessment and then individual precision adjustment. And essentially that's what we're doing for many, many years at the very, very elite level, where you have massive resources and you put 5, 10, 20 people around an individual to modify their performance. Where it's more, what's powerful about Amplio is that we can scale this. Everybody has access to what was typically a very elite model. So these are two big areas where I feel the Amplio product is a step ahead of anything else that's out there, and why we're so excited to sort of see its sort of development. We can refine all these things and really unleash all its potential. Thanks for listening, and appreciate you taking time to pay attention to what I had to say. Thanks very much.